they were really tight.
So tight.
Really tight.
I know. Well, that first show I put on the sweatpants, and they look like
They're tighter now.
yeah.
They're
I don't think I can wear these two things together. Does anybody else go like that?
So we had a show at a college in New York City, and I played this place maybe like 2 or 3 times before, so I was expecting that they would know who I was. As soon as we got into the building and some people saw us, they started clapping and yelling for us, so I thought that was a good sign that people were actually excited that we were there and excited to see our show. Right before a show, I pretty much have a lot of things going on in my head just because I want to make sure that everything that's supposed to happen will happen. So I'll check with the sound person, make sure that all the sound equipment is going to work, that my mic will work, that the CD will play, that the lighting will be okay, that the people that I've hired to videotape and take photographs of the show, they know what they're doing, make sure that all the dancers have their costumes, that everyone is
It does look good with everyone
looking the way
walking around
that I
with
want them
makeup.
to look, to make sure that
True.
you know, I've got myself together, that I do, you know, vocal warm-ups if I want to do that, and just make sure that everything is running smoothly before a show. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on my mind right before a show, but that's why I get there early, maybe an hour, hour and a half before, just so we can rehearse, go over the show, then get ourselves together and have time beforehand just to relax and get ready for the show. So again, I wasn't really sure how people were going to react to us, if they were even excited that we were there, but as soon as we got on stage, I heard them screaming my name, and so I thought, alright, it's gonna be okay. They're a good audience, they're here to have fun, they've seen me perform before, so they know what they're getting into, and when we started the show, I just felt that energy coming from them, and that really pulled me through because I was feeling a little bit tired that night, and knowing that they were there screaming and ready to have a good time, that felt so good. About a minute into the show, I finally was able to kind of see people in the audience. When we first start the show, it's just kind of, all you see is a mass sea of faces. You're not really able to pick out certain people. But after about a minute, I could see that some of them had made signs that said, "We love you, Jim," and they had t-shirts that said it, and signs again that said it, and that just cracked me up. So that made me feel amazing, just because you never know what to expect with every show. You just don't know how people are going to react and if they're gonna kind of give you the reaction you're hoping for, and that was just hysterical to me to see them screaming and yelling and with their signs. That's the dream. You know, when I started doing this, that was my dream in my head of what a show would be like, and to see it actually happen sometimes is, you have to believe that when you picture something in your mind, it actually can come to life and actually come true.
Turn the lights off in this place, and she shines just like a star. And I swear I know her face, I just don't know who you are. Turn the music up, I still hear her loud and clear, like she's right there in my ear, telling me that she wants to know.
One of my favorite songs to perform is Happy, the duet that me and Carrie do. I love that song. I love the beat. I love the choreography that I was able to put to that song with me and Carrie. Just the two of us kind of working off each other in that song, and that was a really easy song for me to write. Most of the time, slow songs, ballads, those lyrics are easiest for me to write because those songs are personal, they're more honest, and I have had that song in my show for maybe like a year and a half now. So as the show goes on, you get more and more comfortable with the audience. When you're starting off, you pretty much stick to the choreography, stick to what the plan is as far as where everyone's placed and, you know, doing the show how you would do it at any other venue. But once you get about 20 minutes into a show and, you know, you're warm and you're sweating and you're kind of taking the audience on a journey, you really start to relax and really start to interact with the audience, and I think they even loosen up even more the longer you're on stage. So by the time we do Forever and the last song, Yeah Yeah, I really feel like we're there just to have fun. Those are my favorite parts. I actually sometimes think to myself, just get through the first couple songs, the first 4 songs, so you can have a lot of fun on the last 2. Because the last 2 I can be silly with the dancers, we can laugh, we can have the audience clap, sing, whatever. It's a lot looser than it is when you first start the show. So I love the last 10 minutes of our show because we just get to have fun.
Ever since I was a little boy, I've been hiding behind the ground. No one ever spoke about
And after the show, I had all the girls who had made signs come up on stage and let me see their signs and let me take some photographs with them just to prove that this had actually happened. You know, it may never happen again. I may never need another I Love You Jim sign in my life, so I just wanted to make sure that that it was documented and that I had pictures of it, and I just wanted them to be acknowledged too for taking the time to make signs. I mean, they didn't have to do that, and I really wanted to show that I appreciated it. So really, it was one of the funnest shows we've ever done, just because the audience was so amazing, and the venue, I loved the stage, I loved the lighting, the sound was amazing, all the little things too all seemed to come together, and it just made for a great show and a great experience. And those are the shows I love doing, when people know who I am, when they anticipate the show that we're going to present and really want to have a great time. That just makes it all worth it, and it makes me so happy and makes me want to keep on performing and keep bringing my music to people and keep writing and keep choreographing. So it was a great show. It was a great show, and I can't wait to go back.